Hi everyone, I'm outside today as I am starting my CBT again, or one of my CBT things. For those that don't know, CBT is cognitive behavioral therapy, and people with anxiety tend to do them to teach themselves how to behave, I suppose, normally. What I'm doing at the moment is teaching myself not to be anxious while I'm outside, as I do suffer from agoraphobia, and I tend to really only go places that are close by. Like, my doctors and my psychologist are both within like a 50 to 100 meter walking distance, and I tend to really only go places otherwise with my fiance or my mum, or another family member. So I'm outside my home right now, which is a kind of area that's shared by a bunch of businesses. So I'll just show you around. That's my front door there. It's opened. I got it held open with a sandbag. That's a window to my bathroom, which isn't open ever because there's no mesh, so it's pointless. That's my neighbour's back door. So we live upstairs, but we have to come around the back of our building to get in, which can make it a bit annoying sometimes because we have nowhere to park our car, and it makes it really hard to get groceries up. So there's a fish and chip shop there, there's a little entrance, and those are like toilets for various businesses. And down there is the alleyway which we have to get in for. That bin there is our neighbour's. We don't actually have our own bin, which is a pain in the ass, but we do what we can. And I'm just out here with Zoe. It's probably pretty terrible lighting. I did have one of her new outfits that I was going to show you, but in my anxiety setting up to come outside, I spilt my tea all over the pram and all over Zoe. Thankfully the sun has actually dried a lot of it up. I cleaned it, so it's not sticky or anything like that, and I wiped her down so she's not sticky or dirty, but the majority of it got on her new pants, so she is pantless right now. But her top survived with just a drop, and there's just a little drop underneath on her white onesie, which I can clean and change later because it's no biggie as she has a nappy on. But yes, so this is one of the tops that she's wearing. Now, this is going to be kind of like a series of videos that I'm going to try and do to try and encourage myself to do this every day, as if you don't do it every day, there's really no point in doing it. So I've got this piece of paper here. I can't remember what SUDS stands for, but pretty much from top to bottom I have to say what my anxiety is when I start my CBT. So that's pretty much when I got out here a few minutes ago. The peak of my anxiety, so when I'm at my most anxious, and then the end when I'm kind of at a point where I'm like, oh well, this is okay, I don't feel so bad anymore. And then obviously I just have to write down how long it took me to feel good, any strategies I've used. Like today I brought Zoe outside, and I brought myself some snacks because it's around lunchtime, but I kind of feel like throwing up, so I didn't want to eat too much. And then just any notes. So I've got 2 pieces of paper here for 2 weeks, and I can photocopy them now because I have a photocopier that we just bought. It was so cheap, it was $48, and the ink was like 20 something, but we didn't have to buy any because it came with ink, so that was a pretty good deal. So I'll probably photocopy a few of these later, obviously the ones that I don't fill out today. But yes, so this is going to be my new series as part of my channel that may have reborns in it, may not. It's going to be focused around my anxiety and the things I do to deal with it. You may notice I go very slow. I might be just sitting out the front for a year, and then in a year's time you might see that I've moved further out. I might go and put the bins out and just stand out the front for a little while and do a video with you guys there. So this is really just going to be quick, snappy videos. If I manage it, you never know. Knowing me, I might end up talking for like an hour. But I'm going to leave that that today, and then I'm going to finish this video off again with another little clip after I'm inside to tell you guys how I felt I managed. Thank you very much, and I will see you in a bit. Bye. And I'm back, guys. So I've been inside for maybe 20 minutes now, just because I found that the nappy had more tea on it than I thought. So I took it off and wiped the area of Zoe it was touching. I'm just going to do an update for my CBT, and then I'm just going to show you the small selection of items I got for Zoe the other day. Now, Zoe's, I'm next to the fan, so I apologise for the zzz noise that might be coming through. I'm not sure. I've got my hand near the microphone as much as possible, so maybe you won't hear it at all. But that is why her hair is moving at the moment, just being flickered around. And I've put her headband back in after getting her dressed. So this is, of course, one of the things that came with her. But anyway, back to my CBT. So I was probably only out there for all of about 10 minutes, but I think that was because I spilt the tea before I went out, and that kind of made me more anxious than actually going outside. The idea that I may have ruined her, and the idea that I kind of had to be out there because I'd planned to be out there, and that was where I was supposed to be, and I shouldn't be wasting time and that kind of thing. Like, there was no time limit. I didn't really set a specific time I needed to go out there, but that is how I felt. And there was no real reason for me to feel that way. And that's some of the stuff that I deal with on a, not even daily, like an hourly basis. I'll get anxious over nothing. And be like, oh God, something's happened. Well, nothing at all has happened. So when I got out there, I was probably a 9 out of 10. So 1's being not anxious, 10 is being about to break. But I worked through that by wiping the stroller down, wiping Zoe down, taking her pants off straight away, and washing them. So I was quite anxious anyway beforehand going out. So when I was out there, I was quite anxious. But then kind of by the time I had started making the video, I'd dropped down quite a fair bit. And so while my anxiety when I first went out was, started was about a 9, and when I got out it was about a 10, because I was thinking about, because I do share that area with the shop owners and things like that, I was worried about, well, what if one of them comes out and wants to talk to me? What if they ask about her? And so that kind of made me a bit anxious in itself. But the first thought was mostly, what if they talk to me? It was less to do with Zoe and more to do with the interaction with another person, really. So that did actually happen. Someone did end up coming out, and they didn't want to interact with me. I kind of turned to look at them, but they were just going to the loo, and they already sort of had their back to me by the time I was turned around. Because I know it's odd to say, but I am a very social person. I'm a very bubbly person. Like, I want to talk to people, and I want to get to know people, and I want people to get to know me, but I struggle a lot with how to do that and how to stop the anxiety around doing that. So that prevents me from doing a lot, really. And then I suppose I got to around a 4, where I was still anxious, but it was more, I was very anxious to get back inside. Like, I wanted to go back inside. I didn't feel like I needed to be out there anymore, and that was it. So I packed up, I wrote down what I needed to, and I came back in. I came straight back up to the bedroom and brought all my stuff in, my computer and that, because my back started to go. The pram is actually still downstairs, and I'll try and bring that back up later. It's not very heavy, it's just that my back is really bad. Even with these really strong painkillers, they don't work as well as they need to. I was in a level 10 pain pretty much all the time, and now I'm probably sitting at a 9 of pain, and if I sit on a piece of furniture that isn't supportive in some way, or if I bend in any way at all, she's straight to a 10. So I'm wavering at a 9 and a 10, and it's excruciating. There are times, I guess, I probably should say I'm wavering at an 8 and a 9, and there are times when it gets to a 10, because there are times where I can't move, and it's so painful that if I need to lie down because I can't stand up or sit, as in my spine is no longer supporting my body, Robert has had to actually literally pick me up and put me into the bed. Like, I'll sit on the bed, I'll lay on my side as far as I can, and he'll lift my legs onto the bed and sort of roll me over. It's pretty bad. It's very depressing, but I know I'm seeing a different doctor now, and I think he's really quite good, and I think he can help me. And that's that. That's my CBT. That's a little update on my pain. I'm going to upload this video soon. It's turned into a bit longer a video than I wanted it to, but that's okay. I will try and keep this series short and sweet as much as I can, because I know, looking at my video analytics, not many people watch my longer videos, and most people don't watch them all the way through, and that's okay. That's fine. So I'm just going to cut this one short, and then I'm going to come back with a new video and show you guys Zoe's stuff. Thanks for watching. Bye.